The full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd at 7:49 p.m. on the East Coast. The vibes, purging, passion, power, right? We can expect the emotions to be very high. It's affecting my fixed signs the most. That's the Taurus, my Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. This live will be posted to my YouTube if you miss it, because I'm going to go through it one more time. Then it's a wrap for me, baby. It's a wrap for me, baby. Sorry. All right, let's get into it. What is happening? We have a full moon in Scorpio. I just said that, but on April 23rd, it's a full moon. It's a pink moon. It was named a pink moon because Native Americans matched this moon with the wildflowers that bloomed around this time. Okay, they would see the flowers, so they called it a pink moon. My signs feeling the vibes of this Scorpio pink full moon. The heaviest are my Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. What are the vibes? This lunation is very spicy, okay? 3 chili peppers hot. Full moons are culminations, the end of a cycle. We wrap things up. We also check our crops. We check our plant, right? Because we planted the seeds at the new moon. We check our plant to see if we had any growth. What happened? Do we need to make adjustments to make sure our wishes are fulfilled? What do we need to change? More water, more sunlight, right? What do we need to do? A full moon takes place when the sun is opposite the moon. We have the sun at 4 degrees Taurus. The moon will be at 4 degrees Scorpio. If you have a fixed sign between 2 and 6 degrees, thank God I don't. I'm sorry, you guys. But I'm beat down. Then you're feeling this energy heavy, okay? What's the Astro T? There's a push-pull between the spiritual and the material, the tangible and the unseen and unknown, the practical, right, Taurus, and the emotional, Scorpio. Do we continue with the tried and true or evolve and be reborn? What's the medium between growth and decay, right? You know, Scorpio wants things to die. Taurus wants things to grow. The goal is to balance the Taurus and the Scorpio energy. We don't want to be too much in the material world that we neglect the spiritual world. We don't want to be too much in, you know, burning bridges that we aren't sustaining anything, that we're just like letting everything die. So we got to find that sweet spot, that middle ground. The ruler of the moon is Pluto, which is currently in Aquarius. So essentially, Pluto is the main character in this full moon. Pluto is the planet of transformation, death and rebirth, regeneration, power, control, everything, trauma. The vibes are vibing, guys. We release at the full moon. So what are we releasing? We're letting go of Scorpio low vibe energy. Are we too suspicious of people and think that they're out to get us? Are we vindictive and clinging to grudges and hurt feelings, right? Do we want revenge? Do we need to bury some past beefs? Do we need to forgive and let go? Have we been in symbiotic relationships that were too parasitic, too dependent on someone or them on us? Do we need to release our relationship with control or our need to control? Scorpio is about control. So some issues can come up around asserting your authority over other people or the need to dominate them. Relax. Nothing is under control. Have we also been too into the shadow side? Scorpio, right? Too into the negativity and the darkness of light. Yes, we know the dark side is there and we acknowledge it and we are appreciative because we need the dark with the light, but we don't have to ruminate in the darkness. This is a good moon to let go of toxic relationships, behaviors, and mindsets that are more harmful than good, okay? Scorpio can also be associated with secrets, so maybe some secrets will be revealed. Yes, Philip, I'm going through it one more time, then we're done. What's the astro backdrop of the moon? We have a T-square in the full moon chart. What is that? Okay, it looks like a little T, right? We have the sun and moon opposite each other, and both of those planets are squaring Pluto. So the sun is our identity, our ego. The moon is emotions and relationships. Pluto is power and control. We can expect relationships and feelings to be very intense. Hey, Nikki. There can be a need to control and assert authority over a person or a situation, jealousy, stalking, manipulation. These are all the low vibe energies that can pop up, right? When we have a T-square, the trick to balancing the energies is to lean into the sign that isn't present. So we got Taurus, we got Scorpio, we got Aquarius. What's missing out of the fixed signs is Leo. All right, tap into the Leo energy. leading with your heart, being playful, being lighthearted, opening up that heart chakra, letting your heart shine, letting your light shine. All right. So that's how we can kind of lighten up this energy. Now, the instigator of the T-square is Pluto. Pluto is bringing heavy energy and a kind of tense vibe to this moon. We might find ourselves engaged in power struggles or ego battles. Sounds lovely. There could be spying or stalking, right? Don't stalk your ex, text your next. But Mercury is also still retrograde, so exes and issues from the past can reemerge. Take the high road. The key with Pluto is to let go or be dragged, to surrender to the changes that are happening. Know that whatever is released or being taken or dragged from you is clearing the way for something better, something more aligned. Pluto can also bring up fears and compulsions, obsessions, but we're not leading into those, right? We can acknowledge them with shadow work and mindfulness, but not, stay stuck in them. Hey, Brooklyn, we're doing the horoscopes. What else is happening? We're talking about the full moon in Scorpio. On a supportive note, Mars, the planet of ambition, is sextile to Jupiter, the planet of growth, and Uranus, the planet of change, in Taurus. A sextile is a harmonious aspect, so you have the drive and the ambition to liberate yourself from people, places, or things that are no longer serving you, and I love this. Jupiter and Uranus connected yesterday. Let me know in the comments if you felt that, because it was crazy. But they're still kind of together. Let me see what degree. Yeah, there'll be 1 degree apart in the full moon chart. So we're still feeling that energy. I forgot to also mention that Mars is moving towards a conjunction with Neptune. I'm not a fan, but it can be good for spiritual work and healing, but it can also make you feel kind of out of it. All right. So maybe your energy isn't as nice and up in your levels of energy. I said nice and up aren't as high, right, as normal. I'm going to get into the horoscopes. I'm going to do Aries first. Pisces is last. Anybody misses it, it'll be on my YouTube. Okay. Aries. Hey, Brandy. Aries, it's time to let go of any low vibe behaviors that are doing more harm than help. Yes. Sometimes you're the toxic one, and that's okay. Accepting your shadow behaviors is the first step in healing. Fears can creep up, and maybe you find yourself drowning in a sea of emotions. Feel the feels and ride the wave. Know that you have the ability to alchemize your pain and turn it into power. I think of the magician in the tarot. This is the house of STDs, sex, taxes, and death, or sex, trauma, and death. Maybe you need to lean on your partner for some extra financial or even emotional support. It's okay to receive, Aries. You don't have to face every battle alone, gang. Rely on your loved ones to help you get through any psychological or financial changes. Friendships also need to get deep. Aries mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I am brave enough to be vulnerable. Yes, you are, Aries. Taurus. Relationships either help you grow or keep you stuck and stagnant. The full moon is asking you to check in with your partnerships, personal and business. Do you need to say goodbye to a friend, lover, or even a loved one that is keeping you stuck in the past and preventing you from living your best life and being your best self? Mercury is retrograde, so maybe don't break up with your boo just yet. But this is a good time, to consider if your relationships are supportive and healthy, or are they on the codependent and toxic side? You're changing, Taurus. Yes, you are. And with your evolution comes the transformation of your partnerships. It may be time to cut some ties, especially if a connection is holding you back from your professional goals. Taurus mantra for the Scorpio full moon. Excuse me. I am willing to cut toxic cords. Snip, snip. Let's go. Gemini, doom scrolling no more. Yes, you're releasing unhealthy habits like reaching for your phone the moment that you wake up in the morning. I know we all do that. Instead, try a few yoga stretches in bed, meditate for a few minutes, or journal to start your day. You'll notice your mind feels better if you ease into your day on a chill vibe. That does sound wonderful. Don't be afraid to let go of any beliefs that are unhealthy too. Declutter your mind, your desk, and your inbox, okay? Archive all those old emails so when you log onto your computer, you don't feel overwhelmed. You know, you ever log in and you have like thousands of emails. If you feel like the day is running you and you're not running the day, all right, it's time to set up a new schedule or a better schedule. It may be hard to implement your new routine while Mercury is retrograde, but you can still draft your morning blueprint and then put it into action when Mercury goes direct. Gemini mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I let go of bad habits and welcome healthy ones. Let's go. Cancer, release the podcast, crabs. Upload the YouTube video. You already know I'm going to say this. Drop the mixtape, throw it up on SoundCloud and see what it does. You could be the next Little Nas X. Didn't he find his beat on SoundCloud? Okay. If you've been waiting for the sign to share your creative project with the world, then this full moon is it. Let's go. Share it with the world. You could decide that you're ready for some new hobbies and interests on the flip side. So see what comes to you. Art has the potential to be very healing, so tap in. Romance is also a theme. Maybe your situationship is no longer cutting it and you need something more serious. You need a 90s R&B kind of love. That sounds amazing. If you're looking for a new love, you're going to have to let that sneaky link go. There could be also some power struggles in love. Remember, true love is not controlling, is neither controlling nor possessive. I'm like, that was a Freudian slip. I'm like, true love is controlling. Yeah, full moon is Scorpio. Cancer mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I am ready for new creative endeavors. And so it is. Leo, nobody wins when the family feuds, lions. The full moon could kick up emotional drama in your pride, but this is so you can let it go. Maybe some family secrets are spilled, or there can be changes to your home life, whether you like them or not, right? Or desire them. Every ending is a new beginning, so see how the story unfolds. This is a great time to release past family pain. So let go of your childhood baggage, and maybe you need to call a therapist to make this happen. That's okay. We love therapy here at the Hippy Dippy. If a heart-to-heart is needed with a family member, you may feel called to reach out. Remember, Mercury is still in microbraids, so it can be tricky to get your point across. It's a great time to free yourself of emotional and physical clutter in your home, right? Free up that chi. Leo mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I forgive my family and send them loving kindness. Yes. Okay, Virgo, where you at? No more beating yourself up with judgmental thoughts and self-criticism. Let go of mental patterns that keep you feeling stuck and small. It's time to retrain your brain. Tell yourself 3 good things about yourself. Every day, Virgo. Okay. Pour love into your cup, Virgo. If a talk is long overdue with a bestie or a bro, like your actual brother, then this is an opportunity to clear the air. You could find yourself unable to hold back your feelings anymore and need to get everything off your chest. Remember, you're only as sick as your secrets, so if something is weighing on your heart, then let it out. Before you spill your tea, keep in mind that Mercury is in retrograde, so there can be some miscommunication, especially since Mercury is your ruling planet. My Virgos and Geminis got to pay attention to those retrogrades. Virgo mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I am allowed to feel good about myself. Yes, and should. Libra, level up your values, Libra. It's time to reconnect with the things that truly matter. One way to do this is to let go of the things that don't. How about that? Only keep items that really spark joy and bring some kind of value to your life. You guys don't remember that book, Marie Kondo? Everybody was obsessed with that book. Donate, sell, or ditch any material possessions that are just taking up space. Do you really need that old iPhone 10 in the drawer just collecting dust? Go ahead and recycle it, right? Sometimes you could get a little money for it. It's also time to reconnect with your values. Do the things that you once held dear to your heart or held great importance in your life still carry the same weight? Maybe your sense of security is changing. I like that. You're rich in many ways, Libra, and you could become aware of the way you are spiritually blessed this full moon. Libra mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I am aligned with the energy of abundance. Hi, Scorpio. It's time to stop the self-sabotage, Scorpio. You're so powerful. You're a survivor. You bounce back stronger after every setback. Let's go. Scorpio is the cat with 9 lives. Maybe it's time to remind yourself how resilient you really are. If you've been playing it small, it's time to take up space. You may feel more emotional than usual this full moon, and feelings from as far back as childhood could resurface. Purge that old pain. You don't have to hold that weight anymore. Pluto is your ruling planet, and it's getting active. It's very active this full moon. All right. If you feel yourself being pulled into toxic situations or manipulative behaviors, take the high road. Don't use underhanded tactics to gain the upper hand. Control is an illusion. The only thing you control is your reaction. That is so true. Scorpio mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I'm actually now, I forgot what I said last time. I have the power to transform myself. Sagittarius. Oh, Jules. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm not reading the comments. Sagittarius, you can't fly away from your feelings. Pun intended, Saggies. It's time to deal with that lingering emotional hurt. You can release your woes without running away from them. First, you need to process your heavier feelings and sit with them. You can't heal what you don't reveal, so acknowledge that person, place, or thing that hurt you and move on. Healing is a journey, so don't expect to wave a magic wand and everything disappears. But turn to your faith and spirituality. You know better than anyone that there is always a higher power at play. Yes, Saggies, you're the faithful ones. Meditation, prayer, and yoga can be great ways to heal and feel whole and decrease some of your anxiety. I like that. Sagittarius mantra for the Scorpio full moon. Emotional releases are good for me. I like it. Capricorn. You're only as successful as your circle, but you already know that, Cappies. If you need to switch up your crew, then it's time to do so. Some information may come to light about your friend group that pushes you to scale back on the amount of time and even the effort that you put into that social network, right? Speaking of success, the full moon has you rethinking your long-term goals. Maybe being the next CEO of a Fortune 500 company, no longer hits for you, and you want to dream up new dreams that align more with the person you've become. You're likely a new person with new goals after Pluto's 15-year transit through your sign. Your personal values are transforming, and this could result in the evolution of your personal wishes too. Capricorn mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I let go of old negative beliefs that have stood in the way of my successes. Hey friend, I'll answer the questions after I finish the horoscope. Aquarius, a work assignment or even a job may come to an end. While you could feel relieved by this ending, you might feel a little unsure about your next move. You're like, what do you want to do? Pluto is in your sign, Aquas, and it's transforming everything about you, including your career. You could decide to take another job or even start a new professional path. If you no longer feel fulfilled at your current gig, or if you want to do something that speaks more to your soul. Work can be meaningful. Yeah, I hate when people are like, oh, work, it's just got to be a job. I don't agree with that. So don't be afraid to find a company that speaks to you on a deeper level. If you love your current work life, then maybe you're rewarded for all your efforts with a promotion or some kind of professional award. Aquarius mantra for the Scorpio full moon. I choose to embrace the mystery of life. Yes. I'm dead, not my February video. Pisces. Old perspectives and beliefs are being swapped out for new ones that are more on brand with who you are, Pisces. Maybe you decide that all those moral codes and ethics and, values that were passed down to you from your family, they're just not hidden anymore. They don't resonate. You are evolving and growing, and so are your values and beliefs. This is a lovely opportunity for meditation and reflection. If you could take some time for yourself. You need to recharge your batteries from time to time, Pisces. You absorb a lot of energy of other people. You take on their emotions and pain. Pisces are sponges. It's time to see what you're feeling, like not what other people are feeling, and that might require solo time. A quick trip to a silent meditation retreat sounds amazing, but if that's not possible, put your phone on D&D and take a cyber Sabbath. Disconnect to reconnect. Pisces mantra for the Scorpio full moon. My life is full of possibilities. Yes, Pisces is it. We're done. Have a good evening. I will see you later. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.